This first one is you just take your standard E chord shape and you move those 3 fingered notes 1 string up towards your face. So you're now 2, 2, 1 on the low 3 strings. And this gives you a B chord. Now this is what Tim does at the start of Electric. And he moves that shape around up to a C chord and then an open B string on the top there. The next one is how Tim uses power chords. Now the next phrase in that same tune, Electric, is okay. Now what he's doing there is he's got an F power chord, just the bottom 2 strings, F and C, fret 1 and 3, and then the open G string on the top, which is the same as doing this 1, 3, 5 sort of John Petrucci shape, but where possible Tim likes to use open strings, I've noticed. Which just resonates, gorgeous tone, beautiful. And then up to a G power chord. Rather than doing G, D, G, which you might do if you were doing a Smoke on the Water cover, G, D, G with the 2 open strings, open D string, open G string. And again, it just resonates in a slightly different way. Next up's a really easy one. We use this E chord all the time. Now, what Tim likes to do, and this is very similar to the power chord we've just done, is basically don't play the D string. So you're playing the low E, 2nd fret on the A string, and 1st fret on the G string. Just a triad, 3-note chord. Now this is actually the chord that opens the 16 Men of Tame album by Alan Holdsworth. The final voicing, which is probably the simplest of them all and the most versatile, is just a semitone. And generally speaking, we're doing this between either the B and E strings or the G and B strings, which is the one I'm going to demonstrate here. Let's start with maybe the 11th fret on the G string and the 8th fret on the B string. Semitone there. Now, the reason this is so nice is because we can use this to imply pretty much any chord type you would like. So this here, F sharp and G, if I put a G and a B below it, it's implying a G major chord, G major 7. If I put a C and a G below it, that's like a C sharp 11. I could put a C sharp and a B below it. It's like a C sharp half diminished. I could put a D and A below it, which is like a sus chord major 11, whatever you want to call it. I could put an A and a C below it. A minor 13. You see where we're going with this. So hopefully you found some of those useful. This final one here is just an actual example from Tim Miller here, which is the first chord of Night Sky. And it uses both this power chord shape, C, G there, 5th fret and 8th fret on the G and B strings, and this semitone idea with the 9th fret on the D string. Which gives us a C major 7 sound.